Hi everyone, and welcome to Paper Pumpkin Week here on Creative Chelsey. Thanks for joining me today as I share some beautiful card ideas you can make with the October 2025 Paper Pumpkin Kit called Cozy Christmas. Here's a quick peek at the original cards from the kit. If you'd like to watch me unbox the kit and create these cards or see any of my other alternatives, you can click on the playlist in the top right corner. I have made 8 alternative cards with the contents from creating one set of the original cards. I have created a template showing how to cut the card bases and envelope, plus the measurements for the extra cardstock pieces for each alternative, and you can find the link to download this cutting guide on my blog, creativechelsey.com, or below in the description. Today I'm sharing with you my second alternative card, and this card shows you how to make a smaller Christmas tree and how I removed the excess cardstock to give the tree a lighter and more interesting look. If you are new to my channel and would like to continue to see all of my paper pumpkin alternatives, make sure to subscribe using the link in the bottom right corner. I would love to be your Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. If you're interested in getting your own paper pumpkin subscription, please use the link in the description below to subscribe. So if you're going to use my cutting guide to make all of my alternatives, you'll notice that for the red card base, I have removed a section from both sides. So I wanted to show you how to do that in today's video. So you're going to start by cutting the card base in half at 4 1/4. Then you're going to line up on the right side of your cutting guide or your cutting area at the 1-inch mark. Bring your cutting blade into the center of your cardstock and cut up to 1 inch and down to 4 1/2 inches. Rotate, move it to the 1-inch mark again on the right side. Cut up to the previous cut line, which should be at 1 inch. And down to 3 1/4, rotate again to 1 inch, go up to 1 inch or that previously cut line and down to 4 1/2 inches, 1 inch again, and go up to that one and down to that one. And if you go beyond just a little bit, that's okay because we are covering it up. So that's how you're going to get that smaller piece that we're going to use for other alternatives. From here, you can cut it to the size that we want, which is 4 1/8 by 5 3/8. And it doesn't need to be an exact 1 inch on those sides because we do cover it up with a center element. So that's how you can get it to remove that part. Now, if you're if you've never used the Stampin' Cut paper trimmer, you will notice that there's a little line here on the side of the blade, and you can line that up with the measurements that are on the side. So that's what I was doing as I was going up and down. So make sure to hold on to this for your other alternatives. So once you've done that, let's go ahead and add it to our card base. This card base is real red cardstock. Just a small little border. And the pattern on this cardstock here is very subtle. I think the background is cherry cobbler, and then it's got like a little dot or something that is kind of a real red. And I think it shows up better in the video than it even does in person. We are going to add our Christmas tree to this basic beige piece. So you're going to need the rows from your Christmas tree that are 3 and 4. We're going to separate 2 from these, and we're going to add 1 to the top, and then we'll save the other one. So count off 3. You can either do it from the right or the left. Since I'm left-handed, it's easier for me to do it from the left. And then you're just going to give this a little trim, cut around them so that you have 3 on the bottom, 2 in the middle. Okay, and save these for a future card. Actually, we need one of those. So let's go ahead and trim off this bottom one. So round the top and then come down this side so that you have a single little branch. And then we're going to come in here and remove all the excess. So just start on one side, make sure to round the top a little bit, come down, and then you can come right back up and round the top. And then just kind of repeat that. I'm going to come from the base of these ones, kind of round to the inside. And then once I get up close, I can kind of create some little bubbles, just like it has on the bottom ones, where I'm just kind of going around each one of these little lines to mimic the same look. It's not going to be exact. And then once I'm down there, hold up, I'm going to smooth out this one a little bit. It's a little tricky. And then I'm just going to cut straight up to where that started. Okay. And then let's repeat. Again, yours is going to probably look a little different, or just the way that you cut into it, because I'm left-handed and the majority of people watching this are probably right-handed. So you might start from the right side and then go up and create your little edge. Okay, so like that. I like the way that looks more than with having all that white in between. I think it's definitely like a nicer, more detailed look. I'm going to add this now with some dimensionals. I'm going to put 3 dimensionals down on the bottom, and then the medium or the middle section with the 2, I'm just going to add with liquid glue or a glue dot or something. So there'll be a little bit of height there. Let's just grab the star. We don't know exactly where we want this to sit. You know what? Let's just kind of measure it down. So I'm going to start with my star here, put this one here, which means this will be about here. Let's measure that so that you can get a general idea. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So it's about 1 inch from the bottom. Okay. So this is popped up. This is not. And then this one will get popped up. And then we'll also pop up our star. That might be better with a little mini glue dot. And just goes right on the top there. Okay. And then you're going to stamp your greeting in your pecan pie. And I'm going to do Deck the Halls. You want to make sure you don't have any ink on your clear block, because you don't want to add any ink to those die cuts that are up on top. And it will just be at the bottom, kind of like a little trunk to your Christmas tree. So cute. And I think that came out a little darker. I wonder if I had a darker ink on there that I didn't clean off. But either way, it will be just fine. On the template, there's an area where you're going to cut 2 1/2 by 3 3/4 strips from the green card base. And we're just going to go ahead and add these to this side. And I'm going to do it like this. The pattern might be a little different, so it's not going up and down. We want about 1/4 inch showing on this side, and then there'll be a little bit of 1/4 inch or so coming down from the top and bottom. So if you've got grid paper or the glass mat, you can use that to help you get it nice and straight and in place. So we didn't waste any cardstock in the back there, hiding behind that. Once you're done with that, you can add this to your card base. And you're going to go right over that opening. Remember, the opening is not center anymore, so just eyeball it so that this does go in the center. And then if you would like to add a white piece of cardstock to the inside, you can do that for your greeting and your little message, your handwritten note. And that can go, it's the one that I suggest cutting is 4 1/8 and by 5 3/8, which is the same size as the front. And so I like being able to mimic the same layout in a way from the front to the inside. So that's why I chose that size. And this card is all done. I hope you enjoyed watching me create this beautiful card today. If you're interested in getting written instructions or seeing close-up images on how I created this card, you can visit my blog, creativechelsey.com. If you would like to subscribe to get your own paper pumpkin kit, you can do so using the link in the description below. Thanks so much for watching. Have a creative day. Bye.